Hey Master Gardeners, have you ever been to a restaurant and you got served a dish with this pretty green garnish on the top, like some kind of vegetable confetti, and you were wondering what that is? Well, those are called microgreens. Super nutritious and easy for anybody to grow in the house. So I'm going to show you, you may have never gardened before, but this is so easy to do. I got three little sections of microgreens already started for you here. Let me show you how easy this is to do. You don't even have to have them outdoors at all. This is done in a sunny windowsill or under fluorescent lights. It needs to be within a couple inches of the fluorescent lights, so got to be close. So what are they? They are a diversity of all different kinds of seeds. Sometimes this one is chia, this one is kale, and this one is all brassica mix. You can go on online stores, seed companies, and look for microgreens, and you'll find blends. And that's an easy way to start as a beginner, but you don't have to remain there, because once you get this figured out and you have leftover kale seeds, you can just sow those, and that's what I did here. I had some 2018 kale seeds in one of these. I think it's this one. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, it's this one. Old kale seeds, 2018 was the year, and I sowed all them, and look, they all came up as microgreens. So the reason these are so good for you is these young cotyledon leaves are super nutritious. They were preformed inside the embryo of the seed. They're not the true leaves of the plant. We call them the cotyledon leaves. And that's the part that you're going to be consuming, as well as you can eat them when they make their first set of true leaves. So during that first 2 to 3 weeks of growth is when you're consuming these. And then when it's finished, they're not going to grow back again. You just throw the whole container away. So what you're going to do is take a shallow container, and it's helpful if you're a beginner to cut holes in the bottom of it. If you're not a rookie, then don't bother with cutting some holes. And any way you want, little holes. For me, in the kitchen, I don't usually punch holes because I don't want it to leak on my kitchen table while it's in the sunny window. I'm going to add a potting mix of some kind, a good quality, lightweight potting mix. So this is growing medium, nice and dry. And then I'm going to take my seed mix, and I'm using a microgreen mix that I have here. You sow them heavy. This is not like sowing for your garden. So I hope you can see this. I'm going to sprinkle them, not like salt and pepper, much heavier than salt and pepper. So I've gone around twice, going around a third time. So I'm sinking them in there. You can even look at the ones I've already done and see how dense they were sown. They're really thick, each one of these containers. And then I don't even usually cover the seed. I oftentimes just water it just like that. Now, I didn't pre-moisten my soil, so I'm going to pay the price for that because my seeds are going to float away. So I need to be real gradual about that. But I'll water it a little bit and maybe sprinkle a little bit of soil over top of the seeds, but that's it. I don't want a lot of soil over them. They don't need to be deep in the ground. So water it again, keep it moist. You wouldn't believe in 3 to 5 days, if it's in a warm spot, whammo, you got germination. I planted these exactly 7 days ago, all 3 of these. So you're probably wondering, are these bean sprouts? No, these are not bean sprouts, because those you're eating actually usually a bean and a germinated plant in a different way. These you're not consuming the roots. You're just cutting the tops off. So don't get confused. When they get 1 inch to 2 inch, they're ready for harvesting. So I'm just going to come in here and snip, and they shouldn't be dirty because they didn't get, there's no chance that a dog has walked by, and hopefully your family has not spit on them, and you're just harvesting. You're like, well, what do I do with these? You can garnish them on a dish. The nutritional value is like 10 times what kale is in your garden. So the nutrition level is unbelievable. But you can eat them just like this if you want to eat them. But what I like to do is use it for a garnish on my sandwich. And I have a nice little tuna fish sandwich. And it's as easy as that, Master Gardeners.